Hello everyone, in the previous lecture we have discussed about Arrhenius equation, rate constant and the relation between rate constant and Arrhenius equation. In the previous lecture we have already discussed about the rate of chemical reaction. As we know that there are two types of rate of reactions. One is the average rate of reaction. Which is change in concentration divided by change in time. This is the average rate of reaction. And this is final concentration minus initial concentration divided by final time minus initial time. This is the average rate of reaction. Now, what is the instantaneous rate of reaction? The instantaneous rate of reaction is nothing but it is dCA, change in very small amount of time. It is the instantaneous rate of reaction. It is the rate of reaction at any instant of time. Instant of time. Rate of reaction can be determined in very small amount of time with the help of instantaneous rate of reaction. Now, there are two types to find the instantaneous rate of reaction. Average rate of reaction is simple, and there are two types to find the instantaneous rate of reaction. So the first method is graphical methods. And the second one is calculus method. We take help from calculus and determine the rate of chemical reaction. One is graphical and the other is instantaneous rate of and the other is calculus method. Now, what is graphical method? In graphical method, first of all we take, suppose we have done some experiment in lab. Suppose this is the time t, which is in minute. Suppose there is some experiment which we have done in the lab, and this is the concentration of A, which is nothing but it is the molarity mole per liter. So, for example, at time, suppose it is 1 minute, 2, 3, 4 and 5 minutes. These are the various time. Suppose the concentration is 5, 3, 2, 1.5 and 1 is 1.5. So suppose this is the concentration. Now, first of all, we have to go to lab and perform the experiment. Suppose we perform experiment, and this is the result of our experiment. Now, the second step is to plot a graph. Between time versus concentration of A or some other. Suppose the concentration of component A. Suppose this is the reactant A. Now, suppose we have plot the graph. This is the time and this is the concentration of A. Suppose our graph was like, we will obtain graph like this type. Now, the third step is, in the second step, we obtained the graph at various time. Suppose t1, t2, t3, t4. Suppose at time t1 the concentration was this, was the concentration. At time t2 concentration was this. At time t3 the concentration was this. Time t4 the concentration was this. These were the concentration at various time. So, suppose we plot a graph and the graph was this type. These are the concentration at time t2. So, at various time we plot the concentration. This was done in the second step. Now this was done in the second step. Now in the third step we take a time. Suppose a time t1. Suppose this is time t1, the concentration was Ca1. At time t2 the concentration was Ca2. At time t3 concentration was Ca3. At time t4 concentration was Ca4. Now in the third step we will draw. Suppose we have drawn this is t1, t2, t3, t4. Suppose t1, this is it, t2, the concentration was t3, t4, t5 and so on, and the concentration was, suppose the concentration, the graph of the concentration is something like that. Suppose these were the concentration time graph. Suppose these are the concentration time graph. Now at time t1 these are the concentration of A. At time t1 the concentration was, this was the concentration at time t1. At time t1 the concentration was Ca1. At time t2 concentration was Ca2. At time 3 concentration was Ca3. At time t4 concentration was Ca4. At time t5 concentration was Ca5. Now in the third step what will we do? We will draw a tangent line to the curve. This is the curve. This is the concentration curve with respect to time. So in the third step we will draw tangent line at various times. Suppose at time t1 we draw a tangent line to the curve. Suppose this is the tangent line to the curve at time t1. This is the tangent line to the curve at t1. Similarly at time t2 the tangent to the curve was that. Similarly this was at time t2. Similarly at time t3 the draw tangent to the curve. Suppose this was the tangent to the curve. Similarly at time t4 this was tangent to the curve. So we draw, in third step we draw tangent to the curve. Tangent line to curve. At various time, like t1. At time t1 we draw one tangent line. At time t2, 3, 4, 5 etc. we draw these various tangent to the curve and then find the slope of this tangent line. Then find the slope of this tangent line. So in the fourth step we draw the slope. This was tangent to the curve, this was tangent, this was tangent to the curve. Now this is tangent to the curve. Now in the fourth step slope, draw the slope of, find the slope of tangent to the curve. Find the slope of this line. The slope of this line. The slope of tangent line. Find slope of tangent line, and the slope of tangent line is nothing but it is dCA by dP. At that time, suppose at time t3 the slope of this tangent line at time t3 was the rate. So similarly suppose this was our time and this was the concentration of A, and suppose this was tangent to the curve. So the tangent line to the curve was, the slope of this tangent line is nothing but it is the derivative or the differential or the rate, instantaneous rate of reaction, and it is nothing but dCA by dt at time, suppose at time t1, suppose this is a time t1, and this rate is called the instantaneous rate of reaction. But slope of this tangent line is quite difficult. It is difficult to find the slope of tangent to the curve. So we use the second method, which is called calculus method. The second method is calculus method. In this method, first of all, we draw a table. We perform some experiment like this is the time, and this was the concentration of A, which is molarity, mole per liter. At time 0, the concentration, suppose concentration of A was 5 molar. At time 1 minute, the concentration was 3 molar. At time 2 minute, the concentration was 2 molar. At time 3, concentration was 1. At time 4 minute, the concentration was suppose 0.7 molar. So first of all, in calculus method, first of all we calculate, we perform experiment and draw a table. In the first step, we draw a table from experimental value. Then in the second step, we use Excel. We will go to Excel. We will plot this data, time versus concentration. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. We will draw this. Suppose 5 molar, 4, 3, 2. We will draw this table in Excel. In first step, we draw a table. In the second step, we draw the table in Excel. Now in the third step, we will use trend line tool to fit experimental points to theoretical equation. So we will use trend line tool of the Excel. It is present in Excel. We will use the trend line tool of the Excel, and we will fit the experimental point to the theoretical equation. This theoretical equation can be linear line, it can be quadratic, it can be polynomial, or it can be other exponential function. So usually we use the polynomial function. We use polynomial function of the type like y is equal to a x to the power n, a1 x to the power n minus 1, a2 x to the power n minus 2, and so on. We will find the polynomial function like this. Suppose, for example, someone has drawn this type of equation. Suppose someone has drawn this type of equation. Someone has obtained this type of equation in the Excel tool. Now we have to draw the derivative of this y by dx. Suppose we have to draw the derivative of this at time t is equal to 3 minutes. Suppose this is the y and this is the curve. Now we will the derivative at 3 minutes. So the derivative can be nothing but it can be 6x plus 2, and at 3 minutes, put 3 in this, we will get 18 plus 2, which is 20, and mole per liter into time, per liter into minute. So this is the rate of reaction, and it is called instantaneous rate of reaction, and this rate of reaction is calculated by calculus method. Thanks.